Hey, what's up? And welcome again to Pamati Tutorial. Makinig, manood, at matuto. This is Roy, your teacher, and welcome to Pamati. We are in the same second quarter in grade 7 mathematics, which is our topic for today is the laws of exponent. Not only for grade 7, the grade 9 students can also watch this video because you will also discuss the law of exponents. Okay, now the objectives for this video: number 1, identify and define the exponents and the base. State the different laws of exponents and apply the laws of exponent in simplifying exponential expression. Okay. Now, before that, konting review muna tayo about the exponents. If we will have here a raised to the power of n, okay, a raised to the power of n, then it means that a times a times a times a times a times a times a and so on n times. It depends on the value of n how many times that a will be multiplied. Okay, then a, it means that would be our base. Okay, a is what we call our base and n is our exponents. Okay, ganun siya. A is our base, itong malaki, then and yung maliit na nasa ibabaw, that is the exponents. Okay, example or exercises. Give the value of each of the following. Example, we have here 4 squared. Ang ibig sabihin, we will multiply 4 how many times according to the exponent? 2 times. Therefore, 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Okay, number 2. 3 raised to the power of 3 raised to the power of 3 or pwede ring 3 cube. Ibig sabihin, we will multiply 3 how many times? 3 times. 3 times 3 times 3. And that is 3 times 3, 9 times 3, 27. Okay. Number 3, x cube. Ibig sabihin, we will multiply x 3 times. And that is x cube. Okay pa rin. Wala namang number. X times x times x is x cube. Number 4, 3x cube raised to the power of 2. Na ibig sabihin, meron tayong x cube na i-multiply dalawang beses. Then, paunang x cube is tatlong x na minultiply natin. Then, times again ng tatlong x na minultiply natin. Then, how many x do we have now? Okay, and that is 6. It becomes now x raised to the power of 6. Okay. Now, if we will have here our table, we need to identify the power, the base, the exponents, then the factored form or the expanded form, then the value. Example, if our power is 4 squared, that is an example of a power. Okay, or it is what we call the exponential form. Okay, exponential form. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang exponent. Okay, what is our base? The base is 4 and our exponent is 2. Then, the expanded form, ibig sabihin, 4 squared, ilang 4 ni multiply natin? Dalawa, therefore 4 times 4. And the value is 16. How about if we will have the power or the exponential form, 5 raised to 4, our base is 5, our exponent is 4, then the expanded form is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. Then the value is 625. Okay, next. Our power, 2x raised to the power of 3. Then, our base is 2x. Then, our exponent is 3. Then, the factored form or the expanded form, okay, meron tayong 2 na tatlong beses rin according sa exponent. Then meron din tayong x, tatlong beses rin minultiply natin base sa ating exponent. Then 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Then ilang x meron tayo? Tatlo. Therefore 8x cubed. Okay. How about we will have here a negative 3 raised to the power of 4. Our base is negative 3. Our exponent is 4. Then the expanded form, how many negative 3 that we multiplied is 4 times or 4. Okay. Then the result is 81. Now let's proceed to the laws of exponents. We have here the different laws of exponents. The first one is a product of a power. Now, of a power, to multiply two exponents with the same base, you keep the base and add the exponents. In symbol, x raised to the power of a times x raised to the power of b is equal to x raised to the power of a plus b. Remember, our condition is the same base. Tulad dito, x ang base natin, dito rin x ang base. The same, pareho yung base. Therefore, we can add the exponents. Okay? We will add the exponent based on this symbol. Okay, examples. If we will have here x raised to the power of 5 times x raised to the power of 4. Now, their base is x. Pareho silang base which is x. Then, copy yung base natin. Okay, example, x raised to the power of 5 is x times x times x 5 beses. Multiply naman ng 4 na x. Ilang x yan lahat? 9. Therefore, x raised to 9. Or simply, if we will apply the law of exponents, okay, just copy the base, then add the exponent. 5 plus 4, then you will have here x raised to the power of 9. Okay, pinakita lang natin dito sa una, yung expanded form. Una, 5x, followed by 4 na x. Then, x raised to the power of 9. Dito naman, applying the laws, x raised to the power of 5 plus 4, then you'll have x raised to 9. Same. Nasa inyo kung alin ang mas gusto ninyo. Yung may expanded ba? Or, i-add na lang yung exponent, applying the product of a power. Di ba? Mas madali kung apply natin yung law of exponent, which is the product of a power. The first law of exponent. Okay, number 2 example tayo. 2 cubed times 2 squared. It means 2 raised to the power of 3 plus 2. It means 2 raised to 5. Nang ibig sabihin, 5 beses multiply ang 2, then you'll have 32. Okay. Next, 2x cubed times 3x squared. Dito naman. Remember, our base here is 2x. Dito naman, 3x. Then, we'll have a numerical coefficient which is 2 and 3. Then, ito naman, same sila ng literal coefficient which is x. Pwede yan. Ang gagawin natin, multiply first the numerical coefficient which is 2 and 3. Then, multiply again the x cubed and the x squared. That becomes, applying the product of a power, add the exponent, then copy the base. 2 times 3 is 6. Then x raised to the power of 3 times plus 2, 3 plus 2 is x raised to the power of 5. Okay, that is the product of a power. The first law of exponents. Next, the second one is power of a power. Power Ranger. Power of a power. Now, of a power, the second law of exponent, to raise a power to another power, multiply the inner and outer exponents in symbol, you will have this one. Try to observe that our base is x. Copy our base. Then what will happen to our exponent? The exponents on the inner part is multiplied to the outer part. Ibig sabihin, a times b, which is become ab. Example. Number 1, 2x squared, x squared raised to the power of 4. Na ibig sabihin, meron tayong 4 na x squared. Imo-multiply. Then, meron tayong unang dalawang x, sunod followed by the second x. Then, pangatlong x squared, pang-apat na x squared. Ilang x squared yan lahat? O ilang x yan lahat? Then, you will have x raised to the power of 8. Or simply, applying the power of a power, copy the base. Yan, copy the base. Then, just multiply the exponents of inner and outer. Ibig sabihin, 2 times 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. Copy the base, which is x, then raise to the power of 8. Okay? That is the rule or the second law of exponent. Power of a power. Another example, applying, it becomes m, then 2 times 5, then m raised to the power of 10. If we will have this, 3 ang base, then 2 times 3 ang exponents, then 2 times 3 is 6, then you will have here 3 raised to the power of 6. Okay, sorry lang po. Hindi na i-edit kaagad. Okay. 3 raised to the power of 6. Then it becomes 3 times 3, 6 na 3, multiplied, then we'll have 729. Okay, number 4. Okay, ganito. A raised to the power of 2x times, or raised to the power of y. A raised to 2x raised to the power of y. Then you will have here a, multiply the exponents in inner and outer. Then you will have a 2x y. Okay, that is the second law of exponent. The third law of exponent is power of a product. Okay, power of a. To raising a product to a certain power, each factor is related to the indicated power. For any number x and y and any positive integer a, for example, in symbol, xy raised to the power of a, which is equal to x raised to a, y raised to a. Try to observe that each literal coefficient here, meron yung exponent na 1. Para siyang kanina na law, na ibig sabihin 1 times a, then 1 times a. Yan siya. Isa-isahin natin. Multiply that one, then multiply naman sila. Okay? That is the first, or the third law of exponent, the power of a product. Example, x, y raised to the power of 4. Okay, simply, meron tayong exponent na 1, then multiplied by 4, then meron tayo sa y naman, exponent by 1, multiplied by 4, then you will have x raised to 4, y raised to 4. The second one, x squared y cubed raised to the power of 5, then x, our exponent here is 2, multiplied by the outer exponent which is 5, then same y, the inner exponent sa y is 3, then the outer exponent is 5. Then you will have 2 times 5 is 10, then y, 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, number 3. Example of this, the same, 3 raised to the power of 1 times 3, then p raised to the power of 4 times 3, then 3, it becomes 3 cubed, then 4 times 3 is p raised to 12, then 3 cubed is 27, then p raised to the power of 12. Okay, next, number 4. Okay, on this part, the same pa rin, 2 raised to the power of 4, or 1 times 4, a raised to the power of 2 times 4, b raised to the power of 7 times 4, which is equal to 2 raised to 4, a raised to 8, then b raised to 28, which is 16, a raised to 8, b raised to 28. Okay, observe. On this part, ginagawa lang natin, i-multiply lang according sa exponent na nasa loob. Okay? Yan, multiply lang mangyayari. Pwede na direct dito on this part. Okay? That is the third law. How about the fourth law? The fourth law of exponent is quotient of a power. Quotient of a power. When dividing power with the same base, exponents are subtracted for integers a and b. The first rule or the first condition is a raised to the power of a over x raised to the power of b equals x raised to the power of a minus b if a is greater than b and x is not equal to 0. Okay, x is not equal to 0. Kapag equal to 0 ang x, then it is undefined. No need to solve. Now, the second one is a greater than b. Dapat mas malaki ang value ni a compare kang b. And then you can apply this first condition. Second condition is x raised to the power of a over x raised to the power of b is equal to 1 over x raised to the power of b minus a. If a is less than b and x is not equal to 0. Ito naman, mas malaki ang value ni b compare kay a. Okay, you can use this condition. Okay, next, x raised to the power of a, then b over x raised to the power of b. Then it is equal to x raised to the power of a minus b is equal to x raised to 0, then it is equal to 1. Remember, in any number raised to 0, then the answer is 1. If a and b is equal, okay, and x is not equal to 0. Okay, let's have here examples. The first conditions that we have, if a is greater than b, then we will apply this one. Example, x raised to 5 over x cubed. The first one is copy the base, which is x. Our base is x. Then our exponent is 5 and 3. 5 minus 3. Observe, our a here, this would be our a. Okay. 5 is our a. That would be our a. This one is a. Then 3 is our b. Okay. Then you will have here a minus b. Then alin na mas malaki? Si a. Therefore, since mas malaki si a directly, we will use this method or this condition. Then 5 minus 3, you will have here x raised to the power of 2 because 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, another example, if we will have here 18 x raised to the power of 4, y raised to the power of 5, z cubed over 24 x squared, y squared, z. Then directly factored out 18 and 3, that is 6 times 3, then 24 is 6 times 4. Or simply we are looking for the lowest term. Then the common factor is 6. Okay. Next, since we have here the same base which is x, then on this part also is x, then directly you can have the x. The exponent of a is 4, then b is 2, therefore 4 minus 2. The same with y, 5 minus 2, the same with z, then z 3 minus 1. Remember, in any literal coefficient, directly meron siyang exponent na 1. Okay, that is why it becomes 1. Next, can have here the common factor of 18 and 24 is 6, then crash out at 1. The remaining is 3/4, therefore you will have here 3/4. Then x raised to the power of 2, then y raised to the power of 3 because 5 minus 2 is 3, then z raised to the power of 2 because 3 minus 1 is 2. Since all of our exponent is positive, all our exponent is positive, ano ba to? All of our exponent is positive, yan, exponent is positive, then all of our literal coefficient is on the numerator. Nandun sila lahat sa numerator natin kasi positive nga. Okay? X squared, y cubed, z squared. Okay, therefore, you'll have here 3x squared, y cubed, z squared all over 4. Okay, that is the first condition. Second condition, if A is less than B. Okay, ito yung mangyayari. Example, x raised to x cubed over x raised to the power of 5. Okay, apply muna natin yung first one. X, then 3 minus 5. Okay, since x 3 minus 5, 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Ito yung sinasabi natin. That if we will have here our A, okay, our A, then this would be our B. Mas malaki si B compare kay A. Then, ang mangyayari, our exponent is become a negative. Since if the exponent become negative, we will apply this one. Okay. It becomes now 1 over x squared. Now, sir, bakit nawala na yung negative na exponent? Remember, on this part, if we will apply this, it becomes here, okay, kung i-direct natin sa ganyan ha, it becomes here 1 over x. Di ba una yung b? Ano yung b natin? 5. Minus, our a is 3. Therefore, 1. Okay, then x. 5 minus 3 is 2. Therefore, 1 over x squared. Dito, pinakita lang natin kung ano yung negative na exponents. Kapag ang exponent is negative, ang mangyayari, the literal coefficient is on the denominator. Okay, kasi magagamit natin yan in this example, number 2. 8x squared y raised to 6 z cubed over 6 x raised to 5, y squared, z raised to 8. Okay. Find the lowest term of 8 and 6. Then you will have 4. The greatest common factor is 2. Then, meron tayong x. Then, 2 minus 5. Y. 6 minus 2. Z. Then, 3 minus 8. Okay. Next. Since the common factor is 2, we will cancel out this 2. Yan, that is cancelled out. Then you'll have 4/3. Then you will have here 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5, that is negative 3. 6 minus 2, that is positive 4. Then 3 minus 8 is negative 5. Okay, dito natin malalaman kung ano yung mga positive at saka negative exponent. Okay, the first one, we'll have 4 over 3. Okay, ang x natin, ano yung exponent? Negative 3. It means nandun siya sa denominator kasi nga negative 3 siya ang exponent. And it becomes now positive exponents. Now, ang y, ano yung exponent ng y? Positive 4. Therefore, nandun siya sa numerator. Okay? Ayan na naman. Namali naman tayo. Nakatulog na naman si sir. Hindi nakita sa maliit na mata. Okay. That is 4. Okay? 4. Okay. That is 4. Next, ang z natin. Z. We have here, the exponent is negative. Then, that is on the denominator. Okay? Therefore, the answer is 4y raised to 4 over 3x cubed z raised to 5. That would be our second condition. Okay, how about on the third condition? The third condition for the quotient of a power is this one. If a and b is equal, okay, a is equal to b. Example, x raised to 5 over x raised to 5 directly. X raised to 5 minus 5, just subtract the exponent, the result is 0. Directly, it is 1. Remember, the condition is any number raised to 0, the answer is 1. Dito naman, if we will have this, then the common factor is 6. Then x raised to 0, x raised to 2 minus 2. Then y, 2 minus 3. Then z, 3 minus 3. Then cancel out ang 6. You'll have 3/4. Then x raised to 2 minus 2 is 0. Then negative 1 ang y, ang exponent. Ang z naman is 0. Dito natin makikita that x raised to 0 is 1. Z raised to 0 is 1. Just multiply to the 3/4. The answer is the same, 3/4. Okay. Now, ang natitira na lang ay yung negative 1. Ito na lang na natitira natin. Y raised to negative 1. Since it is negative 1, therefore, our y raised to 1 or y is on the denominator. Oy, bakit naging 3 yan? Ito naman, nakatulog na naman. Okay? Basta, that is y. Okay? Now, that is the quotient of a power. How about the fifth law of exponent? The fifth law of exponent is a power of a quotient. Okay, the quotient. The power of a quotient is for a power of a quotient, both numerator and denominator are raised to the indicated power such that x over y raised to the power of a. It becomes x raised to the power of a over y raised to the power of a as long as y is not equal to 0. Remember, kapag ang denominator 0, then it is undefined. Para lang siyang yung power of a power. Diba? Okay? Just multiply the power of a power. Okay? Example tayo. X over y raised to the power of 4 directly. You have x raised to 4, y raised to 4. Okay, number 2. We will have here 3x over 2y raised to the power of 2. Then directly you have here 3 raised to 2 times x raised to 2 all over 2 raised to 2, y raised to 2. Okay. Parang dinistribute lang natin yung exponent na nasa labas in each exponent na nasa loob. Parang ganun lang nangyayari. Okay, 3 squared is 9, 2 squared is 4, then x squared, y squared. Okay, number 3 example. Parang ganito. Just distribute the exponent outer to the inner exponent. It becomes m. It becomes m raised to the 5 times 4, n 2 times 4, p 2 times 4, then q 4 times 4. Okay, then it becomes m raised to 20, n raised to 8, then p raised to 8, then q raised to 16. Then for example, we have here x squared over 3 raised to the power of 2, then x squared times 2, o 2 times 2 exponent natin, then 3 raised to 2, then you will have x raised to 4, then you will have here 9. Okay? Our exponent here is 4. Talagang inaantok na si sir. Okay, you have here 4. Okay, the exponent here is 4. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4. Ayan. Okay, that is the fifth law of exponent, which is the power of a quotient. And thank you for watching Pamatik tutorial. Makinig, manood, at matuto. Okay, that is the different law of exponents. And the next video, kindly watch, and do not forget to like and subscribe and click the notification bell para ma-notify kayo sa mga susunod natin na video, and please share this video to your classmates or to the other learners wants to learn about the mathematics. Okay? Thank you for watching. Goodbye at maraming salamat.